Hello guys, today I'm going to be teaching about the digestive system. It is a very unique system because it has so many things, so many organs, so many phases that it goes through in order to digest our food, and it is so necessary for us to digest our food. Did you know that on average we eat about 4 pounds of food per day, and that is about 800 pounds per year? So I am really excited that we have the digestive system to get rid of all that. My two classmates, Yurbeli and Wendy, will be presenting to you 2 of the most common diseases for this system. And like I mentioned, they are the most common, but they're not the only ones. There are more diseases out there, and but we're focusing on those 2 today. At the end of the class, I will be asking you 2 questions so that I can see if you paid attention to the class. Now, there are a lot of words that are hard to pronounce, but I do expect you to know these words and also to know what they do by the end of the class, okay? So the digestive system consists of the gastrointestinal tract with accessories such as the tongue, the salivary glands, the pancreas, the liver, and the gallbladder. The digestion involves the breakdown of food into smaller components until they can be absorbed and assimilated into the body. The process of digestion has 3 stages. The first stage is the cephalic phase, in which digestion begins with gastric secretions in the response of the sight and smell of food. This stage includes the mechanical breakdown of food by chewing and the chemical breakdown by digestive enzymes. This produces a bolus which can be swallowed down the esophagus to enter the stomach. In the stomach, the gastric phase of digestion takes place, which is the second phase. The food is further broken down by mixing the gastric acid until it passes into the duodenum. In the third intestinal phase of digestion, where it is mixed by a number of enzymes produced by the pancreas, digestion is helped by the chewing of food carried out by the muscles of mastication, the tongue and the teeth, and also by the contractions of peristalsis and segmentation, gastric acid, and the production of mucus in the stomach. And these are all essential for the continuation of digestion. So as you can see, it is very complex. It takes a lot of time and a lot of things go on in the system. And I hope you learned something new today. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Yurbeli Sosa, and today I will be speaking about one of the diseases that happen in the digestive system. As we know, in the digestive system or any other system, there's diseases. So today I'll be talking about one of the diseases, which is going to be basically diverticulosis, or small bulging pouches that can form in the lining of the digestive system. So most of the time they are found in the lower part of the large intestine, which is going to be the colon. Sometimes this disease can be more common in other people. So diverticulosis is most common in humans, especially after the age of 40. It usually doesn't happen whenever you're younger. Usually as the age goes up, that's whenever it's most common. So it usually doesn't happen before the age of 30. So if you be 30 and under, it's rare that it happens. I'm not going to say that it doesn't happen, but it's less common. Usually at the age of 40, that's whenever it starts happening. As you start growing older and older, that's whenever it starts happening more and more. So there are symptoms that can let you know that you have this disease before even going to doctor. One of the main one of the most factors that tells you about it, it's pain. It can be pain that is consistent for days, so not just one. It's basically pain that happens day after day after day. It's usually the pain is found on the lower side of your abdominal. That's where we usually start. Another symptom is nausea. So if you feel nauseous almost every single day and it happens day after day, that's another symptom that you can feel as well. Vomiting is caused back with also nausea. So it happens nausea and then vomiting. Another one is fever. You can have fever, and that's another symptom that you can find as well. Also, another one is abdominal tenderness. As like I said, if the pain happens in your abdominal, so if you feel tenderness and then pain, that can be two symptoms that you can feel together. So what can cause this a disease? Because a disease doesn't happen just because, right? So diverticulosis usually develops when naturally weak places in your colon give way under pressure. So if you have weak places in your colon and then pressure is applied to it, that's whenever it can cause. Also, it can occur whenever your diverticula, hopefully I'm saying that right, tears and results in inflammation. In some of the cases, infection can happen in there. So that's whenever it happens. Some of the risk factors that also can cause the disease to happen, like I said, this disease doesn't happen often. As the years go after years, some of the factors can cause more risk in order for that to happen. So one of them is age. Like I said, age as you start going older and older, that this disease can happen. Another one is obesity. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Is being seriously overweight increases your odds of developing the disease. So if you're a little bit overweight, that can happen as well. And smoking can cause a lot of things, but one of the things that can happen that is a factor in this disease is smoking. Lack of exercise. So let's say if you don't exercise, you're not eating healthy, you're smoking, and age, all of these things can happen for the disease to be developed in your digestive system. So some of the things that you can do to prevent the disease is exercise. Exercise can help you a lot. Let's say if you're a little bit of overweight, exercise help you to lower that weight, right? So that's one thing that you can do to prevent the disease. Eat more fiber. Drink plenty of fluids. So drinking water helps a lot, not just for the digestive system, but for as well for this a lot of things. So if you drink water, not only can help you to prevent the disease, but other things as well. And avoid smoking. Like I said, one of the risk factors is smoking. So if you avoid smoking, that's one of the things that can help you prevent it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Wendy Salazar, and today I'm going to be talking about gallstones. So, gallstones are hardened deposits of fluid that can form in your gallbladder. Your gallbladder is a small pear-shaped organ that is just beneath your liver, and the gallbladder holds digestive fluid called bile that's released into your small intestine. So, the size of the gallbladder really depends. It can be as small as a grain of sand and as large as a golf ball. Some people develop just one gallstone, while others may develop many at the same time. Some of the symptoms that may appear is a pain in your upper belly, often on the right, just under your ribs, and pain in your right shoulder or back, an upset stomach, vomiting, other digestive problems such as indigestion, heartburn, and gas. There are two causes that I found that is responsible for gallstones, and that is too much cholesterol in your bile, and your gallbladder just doesn't empty all the way. That can make your bile very concentrated. Some risk factors that I found were being female, being over the age of 40, being a Native American or Mexican American, being overweight or obese, eating a high-fat diet, eating a high cholesterol diet, having a family history of gallstones, having diabetes, and I think why women may be more prone to gallstones is because of medications that contain estrogen, such as birth control. And then the other risk factor is having liver disease. So prevention, you can eat a healthy diet that's high in fiber and good fats like fish oil, olive oil. Avoid carbs, sugar, and unhealthy fats. Get regular exercise, and avoid diets that make you lose a lot of weight in a short period of time. Treatment, you don't really need treatment if you don't have any major symptoms, since some small gallstones you can pass naturally through your body, and while most people need surgery because they have like really large gallstones, or they may have a lot or are in a lot of pain, and they can be removed surgically. Thank you.